How are y'all doing? This is Jason Dixon of the Ultimate Gamer. I'm logging on. And happy Father's Day to all fathers who raised us all. God bless them all. Sadly, my father passed away in 2015 from colon cancer. And sadly, part of him died 15 years earlier when he was hit with multiple sclerosis. And it devastated the whole family around, making him making making him limited to two things, and it created a huge depression in me at the time. I was already depressed in the year 2000, and depression got worse when he was hit with multiple sclerosis. And the next 3 years of my life was pretty much a depressing, was a living hell of mental torture. I mean, I was held back in school. I was supposed to graduate in 2000, but my depression level and but the way with the high school program that way with the special ed program that I was in, I was held back, and pretty much with my dad's disease hitting him, it kind of made it a lot worse for me. I was held back for another 3 years because I had to stay home and take care of him at times, and there's times I was playing hooky within the next few years when I was in school because I pretty much didn't want to adjust with new students, and I wanted to get the hell out of there as possible or try to avoid it. But eventually I did. But I did graduate in 2003 when I should have graduated in 2000. Yeah, I know it's a little bit of a long story that you guys may not understand, but once I got out of there, at least the depression from that part got cleared up. I wasn't on medication at the time. I didn't start taking antidepressants until 2004. Pretty much I do have mental torture flashbacks that kind of came to me within the last few years. Nowadays I've been putting up with different depressions though for some reason. But then again, it's a thing that comes and goes, so that's how it is. Some of you subscribers on my YouTube channel already know that I re-uploaded the video of my of me remembering my dad about the games he remembered playing or we remember together, or that I know for sure growing up and all that. I've been pretty much, I wasn't thinking straight during the last 8 years that I should be doing Father's Day special. Even if it's not on that weekend, even if it's late, I should be doing Father's Day special for him. I mean, talking about the games he loved or the games he would have liked. For instance, puzzle games, pinball games, and classic arcade games like Pac-Man, Defender, and Galaga, and Joust, and all that. And something like that. Yeah, that's what I should be doing. Speaking of pinball games, the 3D Pinball Space Cadet game was one of the games he was playing on his second computer. I mean, that's pretty much one of the only games he was playing when he was struck with MS. And that's when I first heard about that game, and I, and it looked pretty awesome. You can play Solitaire and Minesweeper time to time too. Try to get him some more games here and there, like the Atari Ethology, though, just to keep him doing something else on the computer besides playing the same thing. Some of the games you like, some of them he doesn't. You know, something like that. And I already did a short review on the 3D Pinball Space Cadet game about 6 months later, and I forgot to mention about my dad. But I was remembering him at the same time. But I forgot to mention about him about how he remembered that game. I said I heard about it though. I guess I was trying to move on, and I actually trying to do a quick review as possible. But I'm just bringing that game back to remember him by, and because he enjoyed playing that game, and and that's one of his favorite games he likes playing. He also liked playing Tetris a lot too. That's another game he enjoyed playing on the Game Boy. But I also got him I think I got him the PC game, a game on the Tetris game on the PC where he can play Tetris at the time. Because, like I said, he was limited to two things. All he does pretty much do is play on the computer and smoke cigarettes, pretty much. Well, I was trying to get him to quit at one time, though. I mean, he was trying to quit before the MS hit it, but he got to the point where he doesn't care, though, because that disease is not going away. If I was in his state, probably wouldn't care. And if I was smoking, I wouldn't care either. Yeah, that's another thing. I was a cigarette smoker at the time, too, and I gave up in 2005. The high school and the depression pretty much within throughout the years made it difficult for me to quit. Once I got out of high school, it's made it a lot easier for me. Yeah, I've been smoke free ever since 2005. Even though I have a fake cigar props time to time just to be a little character. So I don't smoke in real life. Well, anyway, just want to catch up with you on the video I posted recently, and since it's Father's Day, I want to bring as much of just trying to bring as much memories as I can, just to let you all know that fathers are important to remember by, no matter how good or bad terms you were on. But sometimes that's kind of family life. From this point on, I'm going to be trying to do a Father's Day. I'll be doing a game review for my father during Father's Day, and time to time I will be remembering by when I'm taught a certain game that we actually remember together. The ones that we like or dislike for practically sense of humor and all that too. That we had together. We used to go to the arcades back in the day too. That's another thing I remember most about. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm a little bit off script in here though, but trying to keep up. Just trying to be on the level. Well, anyway, pretty much all I gotta say as of now, but I will be bringing up a project shortly, not too shortly within the week. Better late than never. That's I'm going to dedicate the game project to my dad. Thank you all very much for watching, and God bless you all, and happy Father's Day. This is Dixon of the Ultimate Game Room, logging off.